Greetings, I am Erin Patten and it is Meta Monday. Today I'm going to share 3 reasons why we need to release self-judgment. Yes, self-judgment is that part of us that tells us that we're not good enough. That tells us that you're stupid for even thinking about that or trying that. It's that part of us that holds us back from living in our purpose. It holds us back from reaching our dreams. And honestly, it holds us back from being around the people who can show us the greatest love. Because that love first starts with ourselves. And if we're judging ourselves constantly, if we're criticizing ourselves and putting ourselves down all the time, then how can we live in that love? How can we attract that love? And how can we ever achieve the life of our dreams? So the first reason why it's super important to release self-judgment is because it enables us to increase our self-worth. Like I said before, when you're not criticizing yourself, when you're thinking about ways to affirm yourself, then you're increasing your self-worth. You're showing yourself that, you know what? I see you. I love you. I love you for all that you're going through. I love you for the challenges that you're facing. And I love you for the way in which you're doing it because you're doing it perfectly. And how often do we talk to ourselves like that? Almost never. We're always just like, oh, I should have done better at that. Oh my God, I probably sounded so stupid. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. There's always this doubty voice, if you will. It's kind of like the devil on the shoulder, like nagging in your ear. When we really should be listening to that angel, like, you're perfect, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're smart, you're brilliant. And that is essentially a way of releasing that self-judgment, because when you allow that judgmental voice to kind of, flicker off your shoulder, then you invite more self-love into your heart, into your space, into your being, and that increases your self-worth. And the more you're able to value yourself, the more you will take care of yourself. People are always talking about self-care, self-care, self-care. But if you're not valuing yourself, then you oftentimes don't even believe that you're deserving of that massage or deserving of that time off or deserving to just take a nap. Sometimes we just need to sleep, and we want to push ourselves so hard because we don't always believe that we are of value. We kind of put everything and everyone before ourselves. And the second part of why I believe it's super important to release the self-judgment is because it allows us to be more courageous. It allows us to be more courageous and stand in our own truth, stand in our own authenticity. Because when you're able to face those fears, that judgment comes from a place deep within. For me, my judgment came from way back in childhood. I was a child that had this kind of quote unquote perfect exterior, but so much in my house was chaotic. So much was going on, and that was crazy between my parents and my siblings and everything, that it was just a means for me to escape, for me to just go out of the house and be perfect, be good in school, be good in my extracurricular activities, be good at everything, because it was a mask almost. It was a mask of perfection. It was a mask of, everything's okay in my life, but truly it wasn't, and that in a way takes away your power. When you're not living in your truth, when you're not speaking your truth, when you're not sharing to the world who you really are, then you start to live in fear. Then you start to live in anxiety. And a lot of people call it that imposter syndrome. That's the imposter syndrome, when you're not being your true self. You're afraid of judgment from others because you judge yourself. Because you look at your own circumstances and you don't deem them worthy of love. You don't deem them worthy of respect, because oftentimes it's painful. But it's in that pain, it's in that fear that we develop the courage to stand up. We develop the courage to stand up for ourselves. And that is what's super important about releasing that judgment. Because when you're able to release that self-judgment, you're able to develop that internal courage to be able to be your true self, to face those fears, because there's going to always be challenges. There's going to be always imperfections. There's going to always be energies and peoples and experiences that challenge us. And all we have to do is face them with love. And we do that by releasing that self-judgment. And last, and certainly not least, one of the best reasons why it's super important to release the self-judgment is it allows us to activate and manifest the life of our dreams in pursuit of our own authentic purpose in this life. You know, in order to live in your purpose, to walk in your truth, to speak courageously, you can't be judging yourself. You can't be talking down on yourself. You know, how are you able to go out there and be that business owner or be that, that top, executive or whatever it is, or that bomb mom, or husband, whatever it is that your goal is to achieve in this life that you want to truly be good at, and serve that purpose, you have to love and believe in yourself enough to do that and stand in that. Because no one else is going to do it for you. People kind of feed off energy. People do feed off energy. And if you walk in a room, not necessarily confident in yourself, you could doubt yourself, you're fearful of what may happen or how people may see you, then that's not walking in purpose. That's not walking in truth. It's super, super important to understand that in order to be able to manifest the life of your dreams and pursue your purpose in its fullness, you must release that judgment of yourself. You must. You have to. And it's something that I'm actively working on, as I just said before. It's something that is an ongoing process because we're so conditioned, especially those that are high achievers, to be hard on ourselves. We have to work hard. We have to get through life super hard. They have to be met with challenges. We have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. I love to say that because it just is like, for why? For why are we constantly in this fight? We fight for everything. And that's not necessarily how it goes. We just must love ourselves. We must love ourselves. We must love and emanate that love around to the people around us, to the experience around us, and we'll be able to really and truly activate our purpose. And those are three really, I believe, powerful reasons why we should release the self-judgment. Just go ahead and let it go. Let it go. We talk so much about ways in which to let it go, but a really easy way of just letting it go is just talking to yourself in a positive manner, affirming yourself, reminding yourself how much you love yourself. I love you, Erin. I see you, Erin. I see what you're doing. I see that little trip up. That was dope. You kind of recovered quick. It was funny though. You could laugh at yourself, really look at yourself in the mirror. I love to talk to myself in the mirror, just like Issa Rae on Insecure. Like I'd be in the mirror talking to myself. If I'm rhyming, it's even better because I know how she likes to rhyme in Insecure. But really affirm yourself in the best way you know how, because you matter. You matter, and you don't need to judge yourself because you are perfect just the way you are. Okay, I'm going to leave y'all with that. For this week, for this Meta Monday, I love all of you. I'm so grateful that you listen to me and that you follow me, and I just ask that you continue to drop comments. Let me know how you feel about this. Does it resonate with you? Does it not resonate with you? Come on, I receive it all. And also check out my website, erinpatten.com, because we have so much more in store for you. All right, peace.